Tango Makes Three really started 20 years ago when Justin and I were sitting at the kitchen table on a Saturday morning reading the New York Times. And Justin came across an article in the Arts and Ideas section called "The Love That Dare Not Squeak Its Name," which was really the story of Roy and Silo and Tango in Central Park. And it was part of a larger story about homosexuality in the animal kingdom and the prevalence of that and the ways in which that had and hadn't been written about before.
It was really clear that it needed to be a picture book. And broader context, I'm a psychiatrist and on the faculty at Columbia, and I had been speaking at a number of schools over the preceding 5 or 10 years, talking about sexual development of kids, talking to parents about how to talk to kids about different aspects of their kids' development. And it was very clear in a lot of these meetings with parents that were interested in talking to their kids about the fact that some of their kindergarten classmates had 2 dads or 2 moms, and these parents weren't really sure how to explain that, and they wanted a book. So I said to Peter, we have to write this today.
Which we did. We wrote it quickly. I mean, then later on, we wrote and rewrote. And because we live in New York City and because we've been to the zoo a lot, it had meaning for us as we began to work with Henry Cole, the illustrator, that we could go back to the zoo, that we could see Roy and Silo and Tango.
Okay, so we were writing it, and if you can think about this, it was the week that the then mayor of San Francisco, Gavin Newsom, had decided to go against California state law and issue marriage licenses to gay couples. This is the first time this happened in the United States. There was not a lot that was talking about gay families in the popular media. And so we were extremely lucky that when we wrote this manuscript, we brought it to Simon & Schuster Books for Young Readers and gave it to an editor named David Gale. He was gay himself, and he understood the need and the value for this kind of book, and he really championed it. We had all sorts of ideas about how we wanted the book to look, and we wanted it to be soft, and we wanted it to be somewhat realistic, but also cuddlesome. And then this fellow, Henry Cole, wrote us a letter, and he said why it would be so meaningful to him to illustrate this book. And he enclosed 2 drawings of his, one of a penguin jumping and one of 2 penguins together. And we looked at those and we were like, that's it. Those are our guys.